why daily routines make you poor and fragile, and this is going to trigger a lot of people. So one of the biggest mistakes so many people make when it actually comes to doing the work is not doing the fucking work. And people want to go and do an ice bath, they want to do yoga, they want to work out, they want to fucking stretch, meditate, write the daily journal, and they spend 4 hours doing bullshit rather than actually focusing on the constraint in their business and what the thing is. So what the best thing you can do if you're looking to try and scale your business is this, and it's focus on the constraint, the one thing that's holding it back, and focus on that when you first wake up. How can you solve that problem? So what I would suggest you do is the best tactic I have found is actually planning the night before what you're going to do the next day. So every day I will write down the key thing I have to do the next day on a pen and paper, old school, so I can literally come in and just start working. And what I would say is some other hacks for that so you don't get distracted. Make sure you leave your computer with all the browser screens closed, WhatsApp's closed, Slack's closed, payment notifications closed, all that type of bullshit. And this will allow you to be focused and get more done. Now, the next thing I want you to think about is going into like the character traits that you're starting to create. So you also having negative character traits in terms of like, I am bad at maths, or I am bad at this, or I can't make Excel spreadsheets, causes a lot of issues. And this is all part of your routines that affects your mindset. So one of the things you have to be very careful about is the language you use when you talk about yourself, because that's going to affect your own self-perception and your own self-confidence. And if you currently can't do something right now, that's because of your ability of not actually spending the time trying to learn a skill. Because you can probably learn anything if you put 20 hours of focused work into learning the thing. And that's not like focused work of like a minute working and 2 minutes scrolling Instagram, looking at cat videos. It's actually focusing on the thing you're supposed to be doing. So the more you can flip that, the better. And the more you have the mindset of like, I can do these things. This will change your outputs in terms of the way you behave every day and the way you act. With that being said, I like to try and think about like, what's the opposite of success? How could you not be successful? So if you look at that, even with your daily routine, if you looked at what if I didn't get up on time? What if I went out last night and got really drunk? What if I stayed up all night watching Netflix? What if I ate junk food all night? Those are probably the opposite things that are going to make you successful. So then if you think about what's the opposite thing that will make you successful, it's going to be going to bed on time, eating healthy food, not drinking, not taking drugs, not playing video games all night. And it then becomes very easy to be successful. So when you start to eliminate these unhelpful traits of your personality maybe, or what you do every day, this is going to have a compound effect positively on your growth. It doesn't mean that you're going to do it today or tomorrow and then you're suddenly going to become a millionaire. But over months and years, these have huge benefits and have what's called second and third world consequences. So like the skills you learn today are going to stack on the skills in 6 months time or 12 months time. And it's also going to change the relationships and the opportunities you have. Because if you don't take action now with things because you procrastinate, you might miss out on opportunities that are laid out for you. So this is a quick thing where too many people use their daily routine as a crutch and become dependent on these things. So like if you went traveling and you don't have your fucking, I don't know, I have a red light therapy unit lamp, right, for example, that would be part of my daily routine, unquote. I sit here in my pants with a red light therapy unit on and I fucking get red light therapy. But why I do that is because I can do that whilst working. So I can get up, sit here, work, turn the light on. Like it's not disruptive for me doing the thing I need to do. And the more you can habit stack wins whilst doing the work, the easier it's going to become. But too many people get stuck in the paradigm of that their routine is like the most important thing. If they don't meditate, journal, sing kumbaya, then they can't actually do the work. And you have to be adaptable to have resilience. And in business, one of the most important things you can have is being resilient, because a lot of things are going to be going wrong all the time. And a business, you go from having a crisis to an emergency constantly. There's always something going wrong. And that's just the reality of the world we live in if you're choose the game of doing this and you're up for the sport of business, which in my opinion is a sport. And you just have to see how you can be effective in different circumstances and different situations. And if you're so narrowly focused that you have to have this perfect morning routine and piss around for so long in the morning, then you won't be successful. And guess what? You'll just get crushed by the person who wakes up and just does the fucking thing every single day, consistently, over and over and over again. So if you want to be successful in 2024, the best thing you can do is these two things. One, the night before you go to bed, at the end of your working day, plan out what you have to do the next day. Write on a pen and paper, have it on your desk. The next day, you wake up, you sit at a computer, you do the thing. That's it. Rinse, repeat until you get to the end. If you found this video helpful, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe. And if you want help in terms of scaling your own fitness business, check us out at 7 Fig Scaling Systems. You can book in a free consult call, hitting the link below, and we'll see you next video very soon.